Welcome to the Rotary Club of Tallahassee. I'm Larry Kubiak, and it is my privilege to serve as president of the best club in the entire district. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to recognize another one of our great past presidents, Roger Champion. I will ask us past Deputy Governor Steve Grimes to come forward and lead us in the four-way test.
In 1943, Rotary International adopted the four-way test as a guideline to be applied to everything we think, say, or do. Let's say it together. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Okay, some welcoming remarks from our District Governor, Leon.
As I've said in my commentaries in the district newsletter, I can't thank everybody enough for the cooperation that your district leadership have received this year. As we all know, this was a bit of a challenging year in spots, especially with all the new requirements that are now requirements instead of being voluntary. Okay? But we got through them. All the clubs have gotten stronger. And we'll do well in the years ahead, no doubt in my mind about that. Accomplishments this year, I've seen it in every club, and the joy for me was just getting out to the club visits and then trying to make as many of the club's signature projects as I could, just to be a cheerleader and hang out with everybody. That's what I enjoyed the most about this year. And checked in with our zone rep, Art McQueen, about a week ago. I think right now, depending on how the last week of purge goes, we're up about 55 members, I think, net for the district so far for this year. And with Chiefland being a 100% Paul Harris Fellow Club, we honored a couple of new major donors. Destin Club had a Peace Scholar candidate that was accepted, and we actually interviewed another one from the Gulf Breeze Club just last week. So we've got that ball rolling there. And so many good things that everybody's doing with their signature projects. I couldn't be happier. And you know what? When you all came to Pensacola a year ago for my induction, I stood up here before everybody and I said, with a year to go, this guy over here, Roger Champion, is just ridiculously well organized. Well, with a little over a week to go, he's really ridiculously well organized now. And I think we're in good hands, and I hope you know that I've got your back. And with that, I'll just thank everybody for having me. And it's been a great run, and I look forward to seeing you all in my new job in the future. Thank you.
Introduction and installation of our incoming governor.
As King Henry VIII said to each of his 6 wives, I won't keep you long. I know you've heard that before.
It's still funny.
District Governor-elect Roger, will you join us at the podium? For our guests who are unfamiliar with Roger, and for our newer members who have no idea who he is, and for our older members who can't even remember what day it is, I want to review the highlights of Roger's accomplished career. He got his MS and MBA from Auburn, his Juris Doctorate from the Birmingham School of Law. He served in the United States Air Force, attaining the rank of captain. He began his career with the Fortune 500 company Wheeler Bader Fry, and then became the CFO and board member at Sunnyland Foods in South Georgia, before founding C&W Food Service, where he served as CEO for 17 years. It was sold to a national competitor, and he retired to a life of leisure. He is now president of Champion Management, who has given him great leeway to serve as governor of our district. He joined the Rotary Club of Tallahassee in 2002 and became its president in 2010-11. He is a Paul Harris Fellow +8, a member of Rotary Foundation's Bequest Society, member of the Paul Harris Society, and recipient of the Frederick Clifton Moore Award for lifetime service to Rotary, his profession, and his community. That community and professional service has included membership in the Auburn College of Business Advisory Council, chair of the Board of Trustees of the Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare Foundation, chair of the Church Council of Monticello First Methodist Church, member of the Georgia Bar Association, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the National Eagle Scout Association. In 2003, the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce gave his firm the Business of the Year Award. He's married to Donna Champion, and they have one surviving son, Hunter, here with his wife, Lark, and their 3 grandchildren, Hunter Clay, Callaway, and Spencer, who you've recognized earlier. And there's one thing that, when you dig a little deeper, you find these things. One of the prenuptial agreements that Roger had with Donna was that he would tell her a joke every day they were married. Roger, I'm not going to ask you to tell it today, but afterwards, if you'll ask him, he will tell you the joke of the day. I'm not sure how long it would take, because he is a master storyteller. And when he starts a story, it's enthralling. Don't get him started unless you've got a lot of time on your hands. Also, he's been said to be a man of the dirt. And I don't mean that in a negative way. He's a hunter, an outdoorsman, a fisherman. He loves to plow and turn dirt over. He has great, I'm going to use this term loosely, a herd of Labrador retrievers. He is a man of the dirt, and I think you would enjoy hearing that combined with his stories of life in the country. As we know, Rotary International is non-sectarian and non-political. So for swearing in, the closest thing we have in Rotary to a Bible is our Manual of Procedure, or MOP. The trouble is I could only find a copy printed in Korean. No problem though. Donna and Roger just returned from Seoul, Korea, and the International Convention, where he picked up a great deal of the language. Some phrases like, "Where is the bathroom?" "I want my octopus well done." But even more importantly, he had to learn the phrase, "Where is the hospital?" And if you want to hear the story of that, it's a great story, but I'm not going to tell it here. The New English version will be out in 9 days, so today we will use the Korean language version of our MOP as we induct Roger Champion as the 103rd District Governor of Rotary International. Roger, you've been nominated by this club, confirmed by a vote of our clubs at last year's district conference, and actually elected at last year's international convention. By your acceptance of this office, you have demonstrated your willingness to take a leadership role in District 6940 and Rotary International as governor of the now 50 clubs in this district. Repeat after me. I, Roger Champion,
I, Roger Champion,
do solemnly pledge
do solemnly pledge
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of governor of District 6940,
the office of governor of District 6940,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
and I will, to the best of my ability,
support Rotary International and its president, John Germ,
support Rotary International and its president, John Germ,
and that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws
that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws
of our district and Rotary International.
of our district and Rotary International.
Wayne, will you pen?
I'm going to violate a long-term policy of Rotary, you never hand a past district governor a microphone. So mine's going to be real short. The laws of Rotary require that each district has one officer that is the district governor. Roger, by your unanimous election by the 50 clubs in District 6940, you have been selected to be the district governor of 6940 for the Rotary year 2016-2017. It's my pleasure to place on you the official pin. Thank you, Rotarian friends, please join me in welcoming your district governor.
I'd like to now install our assistant district governors. So all assistant district governors that are here today, please join me at the stage if you would. Here, if you would. We can do that. Thank you. We have our assistant district governors here, and I'd like to tell them that they've been selected for this important position of assistant district governor in their respective areas in District 6940. This is an indicator of our esteem and confidence in each of you. We also believe that you will uphold the high traditions of our district and that you will give the best of your executive ability to the furtherance of the interest of District 6940. And we carry forward the objects of Rotary. Please raise your right hand if you would. Will you fulfill the responsibilities of assistant governor to the best of your ability in accordance with the Constitution and the bylaws of this district and Rotary International? If you do, please say, I will.
I will.
I hereby declare our district governors installed. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody being here today, and I appreciate especially my family being here. They've been introduced, and I don't think anybody told you, but Donna and I have been married for 47 years. Not as long as some of the other 65 and 60 and so forth, but we've been married 47 years, and I appreciate the family being here. I'm honored to be installed as your district governor for 2016-2017. To begin, I'd like to next ask our past district governor, Leon, to come back to the podium if you would.
Long walk.
Yes, sir. And I just want to tell Leon, congratulate him on his year as district governor and everything that he accomplished for District 6940 and for Rotary International. And as a small token of our appreciation, Leon, we've got a past district governor's plan for you. Wow. And a gift. And it's kind of heavy, and it's breakable too, so I'm going to leave it in your chair if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
But Leon is not retiring. I think he told you a little earlier, he's going to continue. He's going to be our extension chair. And what he'll do is help us establish new Rotary clubs in our district to add to the 50 that we have now. But Leon, thank you again. Appreciate everything you've done. Thank you. I'm going to be brief today because I want to get us out on time, adjourn on time. But I do want to tell you that this is going to be a great year for Rotary. This year, we've got some great events. One Rotarian said this is probably going to be one of the most exciting years in the history of Rotary. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about those events that we've got that we are going to celebrate this year. But the first event is the 100th anniversary of the Rotary International Foundation. In 1917, the foundation was created, had initial contribution of $26.50, As you know, the foundation is the vehicle that we use to do good in the world. And the foundation is where we get grants to fund our community service and our international service projects. From that humble beginning of $26.50, our foundation has become one of the highest rated charitable foundations in the world. And we now have assets of over $1 billion. So this year we're going to celebrate. In February, we're going to have some events to celebrate that centennial year. And you'll get more information about those events later. But the second event that we've got is the Rotary International Convention, which will be held in Atlanta, Georgia, June the 11th through June the 14th of 2017. You know, it's going to be the best opportunity for Rotarians from North Florida to ever attend an international convention. And I think anybody that's been to an international convention will tell you very quickly that when you attend an international convention, you'll come back with a different appreciation for the size, the scope, the impact, and the true meaning of Rotary. So we want everybody possible from here in our district to go to the international convention. The third potential, and I'll say potential, great event that we have that we hopefully will celebrate, there's a real possibility next year in 2017, we'll have no new cases of polio in our world. And what a great event that's going to be. Rotarians have fought that dread disease for over 30 years, and we're looking hopefully at the end of it. Only 16 cases of polio in the world this year, confined to Afghanistan and Pakistan. And there haven't been any cases in the last 3 months. But I tell you this, even though we're fast approaching the end of polio, I want to ask everybody to continue to give to Polio Plus, because you know we have to go 3 years polio free before it can be declared eradicated. And those last 3 years will be the most expensive 3 years we'll spend in the campaign. So let us finish strong on that. But what a great occasion that's going to be if it does occur. But we've got these events that we're looking forward to. So I hope this next year, will be a year of celebration. I also hope it'll be a year of accomplishment for our district. But most of all, I hope it'll be a year of fun for all of us. I appreciate you allowing me to serve as your district governor for next year. Thank you very much. I think Leon has, you know, we have initiations just like fraternity, and Leon's going to do initiation for that's done for the incoming district governor. So Leon's going to present me something here.
Well, I forgot my pike paddle from Transylvania, but I did bring the district governor's court jester hat.
Thank you.
When they first asked me about doing the toaster, Roger, and why this came to mind, I have no idea, but the thought, wine, women, and song. And I thought, oh, I can't do that. But I decided I could do part of it. So I'm going to take part of that and wish for you this year, Roger, wine, wit, and wisdom. Wine enough to sharpen your wit, wit enough to give zest to wine, and wisdom enough to shut down just at the right moment, with malice toward none, but clarity for all your encounters your year at governor. If you'll take your glass, please. And if you'll stand. Roger, you're here for your year at governor.
Thank you.
Ooh, nice wine, thank you. And I'll turn the program back over to our president. Thank you.
Please be seated. As is traditional, we will end the meeting today with a joining in Let There Be Peace on Earth, which is on the back of your program. And immediately after the meeting, all past district governors, please meet at the head table for a picture. Bill?
Yes, we are Rotarians. Yes, we come from clubs. But we're more than that. We're RI. It's on this good banner behind me. And we promote peace and friendship in the world. And this is one of the reasons we're closing this this program with a prayerful song, and I ask for you to join in singing it. Thank you. Marvin.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father. Brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Well done.
Thank you all for coming. This meeting is adjourned.